Hello everyone. In today's video, we're going to be changing my Kawasaki Z400 2019's oil. The oil change lastly done on this was back in September, and it's been, around 6 months or so. And last time it was done at the dealership, and the oil looks a little bit dirty, so I'd rather do it right now, right on when the time comes. So, there's that safety measure in. So, the first initial thing you want to do is turn your bike, let it run for a little bit. So, the oil heats up, so it's easier for it to flow and, drain and all that. And then turn off your bike. And the first thing is you want to grab a drain pan, a wrench, and just take off the drain bolt on the drain pan of the oil pan that's underneath the bike. It's located right there, and you want to put that drain pan so it catches all the oil that will be splashing, and make sure to wear some protective gears because this will be hot. And after the oil is drained, you want to take off the oil filter, and I use I use an oil filter wrench that I'll link in the description. That's just super easy to use, and I found it very easy to take off the oil filters with this, even on my car. And when you do that, just make sure the drain pan is there to collect that as well, because oil will be dripping from that as well. And then when you take it off, make sure the rubber gasket on the oil filter actually comes off from the kind of the engine housing. If it doesn't, take it off yourself, because if you don't, there will be two rubber gaskets on each other and it'll leak oil. And then what you want to do is grab your new filter and then pour some oil in it. It's a little easier for oil to flow through it when you initially turn the bike. And just dip your hand in some of the oil, new or old, doesn't matter, and just put it on the rubber gasket so it's easier to go on your engine filter, on your engine filter housing, and easier to come off. And I'm using a 10 W40 oil, and I bought all these items from the dealership here in Arizona, Kawasaki, but you can probably find them online or anywhere. And the oil filter I'm using is the one recommended by the manufacturer. And then so you put on the oil filter, and then you want to change the drain bolt washer. And I also bought that from the dealership. Every time you change the filter and the bolt, you want to change the washer as well. So you do that, and then you want to torque them to spec. So the torque for this model for the oil filter is going to be 12.9 feet-pounds, but I usually just hand tighten it. But for the engine oil drain bolt, I have a torque wrench that I use, and the torque to spec for this one is 22 pounds per feet per pound. And for the oil filter capacity, so for your new oil to put in, you want to put 2.1 US quarts in there. So, and that's how much oil I put in. And that's pretty much it for, changing the oil. And then you let it run for a little bit, check the oil level. If it needs more, add more. If it needs less, just take them off with a syringe. I hope this was helpful, and have a great day.